The North Woven Broom Company is a landmark amongst the artisan shops of Crawford Bay, BC, and for the last 18 months, it's had a new owner, Nelson-born Luke Lewis.
So I have actually taken over the business from my aunt and uncle, who were broom makers for 20 years here before I even got involved. And it was a very gradual process. That I actually visited them in Arizona, where they gather a lot of the wood for the handles.
That was the winter after he graduated from Toronto's York University with a degree in environmental studies. He came to Crawford Bay the following spring.
I started working on handles with my uncle that year, and started working full-time with my aunt and uncle to learn every part of the business. And a little over a year and a half ago now, this is my second season running the business, I actually bought the business from them.
Housed in a small 1920s era barn, the shop still relies upon 200-year-old techniques. One implement used to flatten the broom dates from the 1860s. Another for straight-handled brooms is more than 80 years old.
People visit from all over the world. The response is almost always amazement or interest or curiosity. And brooms are used all over the world, so everyone has a story about brooms in their home or how their part of the world, the style of broom that is most common. We'll have hundreds of people in our busiest months in a single day come through, and it's nice to be able to connect with people and be able to build the brooms right in front of people as we're having a conversation. There really aren't many people doing this craft anymore. The woven brooms are definitely a thing of another era, but they're very high quality brooms.
Materials for the brooms are carefully sourced.
The brush is made from 100% broom corn, which is the common name of sorghum vulgare. Sorghum's actually an ancient grain from northern Africa, and it was spread through Europe and then brought to North America with the Pilgrims, which is kind of the opposite of food corn, which is actually a North American plant that's spread around the world from Mexico, basically. But it's the seed tassel of the plant that we use, and it's a very sturdy fiber. It's really perfect for a broom. You have just the right amount of resistance. You don't have static cling and other problems that you get with synthetic fibers.
Luke says the meticulously woven brooms are made to be beautiful and functional.
We use some very irregular and unusual handles, so they definitely have that artistic side. But sometimes those handles, when the crooks end up in the right place on the handle, you actually end up with a very ergonomic broom to use, and they really do feel nice to use and last a long time.
And they're famous brooms now to boot.
Over the years, we've made a lot of high-profile brooms. My aunt and uncle were hired by the producers of the Bewitched movie, based on the old TV show, to make brooms for the filming and photo shoots. There's actually over 40 brooms that they made.
Then there's Vancouver's Rain Coast Books, which published the Canadian edition of the Harry Potter books. They ordered 300 brooms.
They were used as props. There were people dressed up as witches and wizards and doing mock Quidditch matches, and I think there were some prizes and gifts, and so used in various ways. The experience of working here and running this business, the connections I make with visitors, it's really awesome to meet people and share what I'm doing. It's one thing to work by yourself to build something that's beautiful and functional, but to be able to do it while people are there with me and having a conversation is very rewarding.